Hi folks, what's up? Is everything okay with you? Alright, so today I want to talk about something that I thought it was only a Brazilian problem, but it turns out to be a much larger scale problem. Happens all over the world. There's this article on BBC about this girl that she's a chemical engineer, and she's currently working in a restaurant washing dishes. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, earning way less than what she deserves as a base salary. And it's not even that it's wrong, you know, every job dignifies a person, okay? Every kind of job gives you dignity in life. I firmly believe that. But shouldn't the people that invested their time, their minds, their bodies into studying something like chemical engineering be working in their own fields of expertise? You know, at least that. Doesn't even have to be a huge salary, but they should be working in their field. So why are they not? And this is a question that she told the BBC team that everyone asks her. But if you have a graduation nowadays, it is useless, okay? Try to get a job in your field of expertise. Man, chances are you're not gonna get it, all right? I'll be real with you. Chances are very high you're not going to get it, okay? And this is not me wishing you the worst as someone can wish to somebody else. This is just me trying to be honest with you, because it's true. I've tried myself. I applied to jobs in the UK as well. And just like she said in the interview, that sometimes a full UK driving license is worth more than actually being a doctor or a master in your field. This is such a real problem, man. And I really thought it was just a Brazilian thing, where trying to get a job abroad is very difficult, just because, of course, you're living abroad. You would need a visa sponsorship, a working visa sponsorship to work abroad. And I know, it's not even only in the UK, it's all over. It's hitting Europe, the Americas too, Central, North and South America. It's a worldwide problem where your graduation is completely useless. The thing is, why have we been sold that lie? You see, I could have invested my time into better things, you know, like the company I just started, like my knife making hobby, which also gives me a little bit of money. A chemical engineer working as a dishwasher for a restaurant. And she's British, you know. She is a full UK citizen, but she doesn't have a full UK driving license, or maybe she has it or doesn't. It wasn't clear in the article. Anyway, if she can't do it, imagine me, man, living here in Brazil. I mean, I could get my driving license forwarded to the UK. I already checked, and that is possible. My driving license here would be valid in the UK if I just did a few bureaucratic things. Okay, and the next thing about this whole topic is that I would never, ever in my life go to another country without the proper visa. You know, there are some places you can go as a Brazilian with no visa at all, but as a tourist, all right, you have a limit to stay in there. I believe it's 3 months anywhere in the European Union. I know in the UK rules have changed after Brexit, so I'm not quite sure as a tourist how long you can be there, but you can be there without actually a visa for a limited amount of time. So it's something I would never even consider doing because I know it's wrong. And there's a whole crisis going on in the UK right now because of that. Because people, and a lot of Brazilians do that as well, they go there with a tourist visa. And then they find a job in there. They use that tourist visa as an advantage. And then they find a job in there. And then they get the working visa. Because then a company wouldn't have to sponsor the working visa, you know. So I think this is kind of wrong. I don't care if it's legal or not. To me, it would classify as a illegal immigrant. And there's a whole crisis going on in Europe because of illegal immigration. It's just something I wouldn't ever consider doing myself. Going to another country with a tourist visa or as an illegal. And then trying to find a job and then applying for a visa. No, man, that's not the right way to go. You see, I don't even want to be in there forever in Europe. I've been before, it's beautiful, it's magic. The job opportunities are way better than in here, in any field. Like if I would wash dishes at a restaurant in the UK, I would earn way more than as an actual engineer in Brazil. You see, but I wouldn't. But I want to work in my field of expertise. The jobs that I applied for were related to forest engineering as well. And actually, I have given up on trying to find a job in the UK because it's just not a good moment to go. There's a whole crisis involving immigrants in there, and I don't want to be a second-class citizen, you know. Receive hate. I know most people in Europe, and also I've never been to the UK, but I believe in there is the same. Most people will be so kind, and most people will be really good toward me. Those very few ones that are not nice to immigrants. And even though I don't want to be forever in there, I would like to come back to Brazil because I love my country. I love this place with all my heart. But I would like to make some money in there and then come back, you know, to start a business with some actual cash flow, you know, because it's really friggin' difficult to start a business in here if you don't have already a cash flow. But it's also impossible if you work here to start a business, even if you have a cash flow, because you won't have time. So you got to do one and then you got to do the other, all right? And it's just something that I was thinking, and when I saw this article, the whole thing came to my head and I had to talk about it with you guys. I know that these very few ones that would be prejudiced, that have prejudice against immigrants, would totally make me give up and come back early, you know, because it doesn't matter how many people are nice to you. If one person is not nice to you, not very nice to you, and call you names and tell you to go home, then you kind of, I believe anyone would regret their decision and just go back home, you know. But anyway, tell me what you think about this topic. Tell me what you're thinking about it too, now that I've said it. And that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. See you soon. Bye.